Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to Hazelwood Elementary Open House. This is the fifth grade team. My name is Miss Vickers, and this is my third year teaching fifth grade at Hazelwood, and this is a picture of me and my family.
Hello, everybody. My name is Miss Bowling. I was previously Miss Garner. I just got married last November, so my name just changed. I have been teaching at Hazelwood this is my fourth full school year. I've taught first and second grade, and this year I am fortunate enough to get to teach fifth grade. So I'm excited to be here.
Hello, my name is Mr. Diaz. This is my first year teaching fifth grade and my second year at Hazelwood. I taught fourth grade last year. I'm very excited to be with your kids this year and to continue their growth.
So first, we're going to go through some expectations that we have for our students. The first thing is obviously we want everyone to arrive on school at the correct time, and if the child is absent, please send a note in. We would expect all of our students to complete all of their assignments and stay organized. We are talking about responsibility in the classroom, so this looks like practicing and in all digital formats, as well as in the school and at home. Displaying resilience, engagement, and participation. So this looks like asking questions, volunteering to discuss, and asking for help. Taking ownership of mistakes and growing from those mistakes. Following all school rules. So that means respecting all of the Hazelwood staff and students. Completing homework and turning into the classroom teacher on Fridays. Reading nightly and practicing comprehension skills. Practicing multiplication and division skills. And finally, practicing kindness and understanding for others.
Okay, so this is our daily schedule. We start the day out with a little morning meeting. Then we go into math. Then we go into an interactive read aloud and writing. After writing, we have a big block of time with lunch, their special area, and then recess. So it's a great break for our kiddos. Then we have social studies and reading. This year, we also have something new for fifth grade, which is SEL. It's social emotional learning. And it's just a place where students can feel safe and learn to deal with their emotions and stress that affects them every day. So in math, our current and upcoming learning objectives includes we will demonstrate partial products to standard algorithm when multiplying, and the students will solve using partial products and standard algorithm to multiply multi-digit numbers by one-digit numbers. This is how you can help at home. Ask your kiddo to explain how they solve the problem. You might be surprised by their answers. Also, you can ask students to work a problem one step at a time. This isn't on here, but maybe you can ask your kiddo to teach you how to solve the problem as well. And finally, look for students to show their work through area models. When they show out their strategy in the area model, you can look for repeated addition, place value blocks, skip counting, and etc.
For reading this year, we are working on reading rotations currently, so students are getting in the hang of these reading blocks. Part of this reading block is we have a read aloud. We'll be working whole group with understanding the standards, and then we will have small group instruction during their workshop time. These workshop rotations include our online platform, Edmentum, independent reading, and then practice with the standard. We also have intervention groups that will pull your students, some students who need a little extra help in reading. So if you have concerns about your student being below grade level, they are receiving those services to help them. We are currently learning about comparing and contrasting characters, setting, and events in a story, and also discussing how those characters are changing over time. Finally, some things you can do at home to help your student is to read daily. Also asking your student about questions about their reading to check for their comprehension.
All right. I'm going to be talking about social studies. So in social studies, students are going to be working through an inquiry model. And this is a new model we're going to be practicing this school year. So we're going to be practicing with asking questions, using discussion skills, debating skills, so choosing a side and defending it, analyzing primary and secondary sources, and then answering questions in written ways, digital formats, and more. And our current unit is going over what justifies our actions. So looking at the history and really trying to break down into smaller supporting questions, what justifies actions in our country. And then when it comes to writing, in fifth grade, writing concentrates on writing to specific audiences. So being able to address one type, whether that's formal or informal audiences. And right now, currently, we're learning how to write reading responses, and we're discussing the important elements that we use to write about something we've read. And we're working to identify requirements for what those independent written responses look like. And we're looking for the students to demonstrate that by constructing a paragraph. And then next, we're going to be moving into narratives. So we're very excited about this. We're going to be looking at imaginative stories using writing in digital resources to develop both real and imagined. But we're going to be starting with imagined experiences or events, and using effective techniques, using writing the way that we should with punctuation, capitalization, and all of those things, but also bringing in details and clear sequences in a story.
Up next, something we want you all to be familiar with is the JCPS backpack. Hopefully your student has talked about this before because it is something that Hazelwood works with every year. But the Backpack of Success Skills is an online platform that students upload, finish, project-based learning artifacts throughout the year. Students will select items that best show their growth as a learner, and then they defend them through a presentation at the end of the year explaining why they are ready for middle school. The 5 skills are listed here: productive collaborator, emerging innovator, globally and culturally competent citizen, prepared and resilient learner, and effective communicator. So throughout our entire 5th grade year, we will be practicing presentations and speaking skills, so every student will feel prepared to defend.
And now we have homework. So students will come home each week with a choice board. What will be on them? The students will have 10 options from math, reading, writing, social studies, and vocabulary. How many should my student complete? The student needs to complete just one section of the choice board every night. So all in total, they will complete 4 different boxes on the choice board. Your student or your child does not have to complete every single question on the homework. If you make that decision, that is up to you. But as the teachers, we will grade just 4 of those boxes each week. Where will my students' homework be completed? Each 5th grade student has been given a homework notebook to complete their chosen tasks inside of it. And homework will be graded by completion starting out at the beginning of the year and accuracy towards the middle and end of the year.
And finally, just to share our contact information. That way you can always contact any member of the 5th grade team if you have any specific questions, needs, or concerns for your students. We'll be sending home a weekly newsletter. Hopefully your student has already been giving that to you. And the students write down their I will statements for the week so you can be updated on what students are learning. And as a team, we are using the app Remind. And this is just a quick communication tool. It allows for parents to send almost like a text to the teacher, and it's a one-on-one communication from parents to teachers. It's just really quick. We can also send announcements to everyone that signs up. And each of the codes here for Miss Vickers, myself, and Mr. Diaz are all here. We did send this home on our newsletter towards the beginning of the year, but we understand things get lost. So you just have to text the code that you see, depending on who your homeroom teacher is, to 81010. But you can also join on the Remind app. You just download it and you put the same code in that you see. It'll allow you to join your teacher's class. And we just accept, and then we have ability to communicate whenever we need to. So anytime that you need to communicate with us, we are more than happy to talk with you, answer any questions, or if you have concerns, we're always here to support all of our students. So we're more than happy to do anything that you need us to do. We understand that because of COVID, there could be lots of different scenarios and you might not know what to do. Please feel free to always ask questions and we can get back with you to give you answers on how your student should be handling any COVID protocols. And we're really glad that you came, and we really appreciate you watching our open house video. If you have any questions or you want to contact your child's teacher, please reach out.